Good afternoon. Now we are going to see a lesson by Maharaja Sayaji Rao Gaikwad. The title of the lesson is A Tribute to the Buddha. A Tribute to Buddha by Maharaja Sayaji Rao Gaikwad. Was born in 1863 and died in 1939. Yes. Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad was from city Baroda, which is in Gujarat. Here, Maharaja Gaikwad is one of the well-known person as far as history of India is concerned. He has contributed for the welfare of the society. He was a notable patron of the arts. During his period, Baroda became a hub of the artists and scholars. Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad was a ruler who was devoted to public good one. He was responsible for bringing about many social and religious reforms during his period. From 1875 to 1939, to lay the foundation of the social equality, Maharaja Gaikwad left no stone unturned to sow the seeds of the modern values of life. He connected with the students, farmers, women, writers, artists, political figures, researchers, and religious figures through his speech. Maharaja Gaikwad was also a noted patron of the art. Here, the given essay, A Tribute to the Buddha. Here, the reference of the great Gautam Buddha is here in the lesson, A Tribute to the Buddha. The work of the Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad is also a very important contribution in the history of India, or mainly in the pre-independence period. He has offered scholarship for number of students to go for higher education in India and also in abroad. He has funded number of students. His contribution as a person is very important as far as the social reform is concerned, as far as the development of the nation is concerned, and the development in the various sectors, right from the agriculture to the higher education, from agriculture to the industrialization. Here, the lesson, A Tribute to the Buddha, has been derived from the Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad's speech and addresses. Volume number 2. The speech was delivered to the Buddha Society, where Sayaji Maharaj applauds the simplicity and greatness of how the Buddhist faith came to be. He further talks about the teaching which focus on the mind, body, and spirit. He makes a case for the study of the true faith, which are basically protest against superstition and priestcraft, and restore and purify the teaching of all religion. The essay is able to show the efforts of the search for enlightenment which the founder of the faith had to undergo. Further, the essay also praises the efforts of the society in maintaining and preserving the religion through many years. When the president of the Buddha Society requested me to perform the opening ceremony of the Ananda Vihara, I thought it my duty to accept the call. It has indeed been a most pleasant duty to me to associate myself with the undertaking whose sole object is to promote the cause of humanity. As you all know, the essence of Buddha's teaching is a great respect he attached to life. He led men and women, irrespective of caste, creed, or sex, in the pursuit of emancipation by training, controlling, and purifying the three avenues of action: body, spirit, and mind. Here, in addition to this, Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad speaks in his speech at the Anand Vihar. He was requested to be a chief guest at Anand Vihar, and as he has accepted the invitation, he went there and delivered a speech. He addressed to the people present at the Anand Vihar, and his focus is about Lord Buddha, the teaching of the Lord Buddha. The teaching of the Lord Buddha is that everyone is equal, irrespective of the caste, irrespective of the creed, irrespective of the sex, irrespective of the religion. Everyone is equal, and there should not be any barrier. There should not be any discrimination in the society. See here, in addition to this one, Maharaja Gaikwad says that much of the success to the Buddhist faith is due to order of monks. It was the Sangha which first ensured for this religion its great vitality. Its rapid spread, the members repeating the three refuges to the Buddha, that is intelligence, to the Dharma, that is law, and to the Sangha, that is the assembly, and taking the vows of abstaining from all that is unhealthy, and became Gautama, tried to start an organized life in the Sangha, and through the members of that body is disseminated his teaching. He defined the scope of religion as active charity, cultivation of good thoughts, and destruction of evil ones. He awakened all classes to a sense of the real duty that they owe to man, to all living creation. He started viharas to localize the activities of the Sangha, by providing means to education, imparting of religion instructions, opening of hospital, all kinds of the humanitarian work. The viharas for a long time fostered a healthy corporate spirit, encouraged arts, proved to be center for which social, religious, moral, and intellectual movements spread in many directions. See here, the Sayajirao Gaikwad is speaking about the Lord Buddha, the work of the Lord Buddha, and his teaching for the welfare of the society, for the Dhamma, for the Sangha, and here Gaikwad, Maharaja Gaikwad is speaking about the Vihara, the importance of Vihara. This such Vihar should be there in each town or in each city, where a social gathering can be there. With the help of the social gathering, the exchange of the thoughts, then contribution for the society, then here such a gathering may be helpful in various sectors like the hospitals, in the education, in the research. He gives us the importance of the Vihara, the importance of the Buddhist Dharma, that is the Dhamma. And in addition to this, if we make a study of the great faiths of the world, we learn that they arose as a protest against the religion overrun by superstition and priestcraft. Zoroaster protested against the superstition of his time and country. The first call of the Christianity was that men should recover the true spirit of the Jewish faith. The mission of the Martin Luther was to preach the return to the Christianity as a taught by by Christ himself. The mission of the Sri Shankaracharya was to restore and purify the different Hindu sects which had grown old, feeble, and degraded. So, the Buddha made a vigorous protest against the gross superstition, the priestcraft of the Brahminical order, which preached karma, kant, and vain attempt of attaining salvation by asceticism and by the worship of idol. Many modern movements preach the same spirit of healthy reform. See here, Maharaja Gaikwad is speaking about reform, that is social reform, where the society is under superstitiousness. Here the various burdens of the religion. Maharaja Gaikwad wanted to speak on or wanted to highlight the reform, superstitiousness in the society, various religious movement for the changes in religion. In the same concern, he has given the example of the Christianity, where the Christ is there and Martin Luther is there, and another example, that is of the Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya wanted or started a reform in Hindus to restore and purify the different Hindu sects which had grown old, feeble, and degraded. So the Buddha made a vigorous protest against the gross superstition and the priestcraft of the Brahminical order, which preached the Karma Kanda. See here, this one is the another term. Karma Kanda. Deliberately, I have written in Marathi because the term itself is in Marathi. It is not English term. Here, the Karma Kanda means the rituals which the people do perform. Which do perform in the society by the priest. Here, long had Buddha felt that the life is vanity and full of suffering, and he full of sympathy. The son of a king secretly stole away from the palace, renouncing rank, wealth, and family, and betook himself to the pursuit of salvation. He practiced several tenets to acquire superhuman wisdom and power, but convinced of the futility of the exercise, he was seized with the temptation to return to his home and worldly affairs. But at last the light of the hope broke upon him as he perceived that in himself, conquest, and universal love lay the true path of salvation. That instant he became the Buddha, the enlightened one. Strange to say, the faith of the Buddha no longer prevails in the land of his birth, but his doctrines have left an ineffaceable mark on the country, and today he is regarded as avatar or incarnation of the eternal. See here how a son of a king became Lord Buddha. The son of the king left home or palace, went to forest in search of the peace for the salvation, and after long efforts this son became Lord Buddha. See here the journey of the Lord Buddha. When he was in palace, when he left the palace, went to forest, meditated for a long time, and his salvation, and at last that son of king became Lord Gautam Buddha. Here, just as the founder of the Christian church inaugurated to his mission by the Sermon on the Mount, so Gautam Buddha expounded the essential of the doctrine in his first discourse in the Deer Park at Sarnath. Setting in motion the wheels of law, there are two aims which men should renounce: incomplete absorption in the passion on the one hand, and practice of austerity on the other hand. There is a middle path, the golden mean, which opens the eyes, bestows understanding, and leads to peace, insight, to the highest wisdom, to nirvana. It is the eightfold path, right views, right aspiration, right speech, right conduct, right mode of livelihood, right efforts, right mindfulness, right rapture. Here, in such a way, Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad is speaking about selfless efforts, long lasting efforts, welfare of the society, brotherhood in the society, equality in the society, social reform in the society, and there should not be any caste, creed in society. While giving such examples, he has given number of references of Lord Buddha and at the same time how the Gautam Buddha became Lord Buddha, as he has given the history where the son of a king was living in a palace. He left the palace and went to forest in search of peace, salvation, and then this man became Lord Buddha. Here, the Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad is speaking about Lord Gautama Buddha's contribution and teaching to the society. While seeing the essence of teaching of Lord Buddha, we may say that irrespective of the caste, sex, creed, the pursuit of emancipation by training, controlling, and purifying three avenues of action, body, and spirit and mind. Here, Buddha says that peace can be achieved or can be attained through loving kindness and ahimsa, that is the harmlessness. He is speaking about harmlessness, means never to harm others. Hatred cannot cease by hatred. He seized by loving overcome evil with good. That is essence of true religion. Here, the Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad is speaking about the essence of Buddha's teaching, order of the monks, at the same time Buddhism and asceticism, Gautam Buddha's journey to enlightenment, and while speaking about this one, Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad has also spoke about social reform. Here, activity with society and responsibilities of the true citizen. As we are citizen of India, number of things are expected from us by society, by nation, by constitution. It is our responsibility to work as per law, as per rules, and our journey in our life should be as per ethics and morals. This one is the bottom line of the lesson Maharaja Sayajirao Gaikwad. With this, a tribute to Buddha, where the essence of Buddha's teaching, order of the monks, Buddhism and asceticism, Gautam Buddha's journey, such points are very important in the lesson. With this, I would like to conclude the lesson, a tribute to the Buddha. Okay, thank you. Good day.